Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. This is episode number 64, and today we're returning with another Big 4 games with our Terriers. So let's get straight to it today, because there are some absolutely massive ones, both in the Premier League and in the Champions League as well. But to briefly recap the last episode, it was a triple header with, well, it's kind of hard to explain it really. Some fantastic moments, some great games, some late drama, and some really poor moments as well. We started with a 3-2 victory against Villarreal in the Champions League group stage second game. This was a wonderful game. It was topsy-turvy. We fell behind, then we got back on the terms, then we took the lead. Then they scored again to equalise, and then we won it very late on through Connor Chaplin. It was a brilliant game. It was fantastic. One of the games of the season so far. But we came through, and Chaplin won us the game later on. How many times has that Impact sub done that? But second game was against Watford, Vicarage Road, 1-0 victory. Not a great game, this one. We came through late on through Moses, winning us the game and getting us to 3 points. And the third and final game was our first defeat of the season in the Premier League. Liverpool, the first team to beat us this year at home as well. 2-1 loss this one, but we were outplayed in this game. The first goal conceded, quite an unlucky bounce, but the second goal they scored was my stupid error, and we deserved to lose. They were the better team, and they got the 3 points. And of course, after the game we saw, we've now dropped down to second place in the table as well. Not great, but today, 4 games. PSG in the Champions League group stage, our third game away at the Parc des Princes. Cannot wait for that one. That's going to be massive. Then Everton away at Goodison Park. Bournemouth at home is our third game, and our fourth game, our fourth Champions League game. Guimarães at home as well. So lots to get through today. Let's get straight to it. Yes, straight to it after about 3 minutes of rambling on. But also, one brief thing to report as we get into the first game today. We see that Twansby has accumulated too many yellow cards and won't be eligible to play in our next Premier League game, which is quite interesting because I rarely ever get this anymore. I used to have it a few times a season back in the days, but now I don't really get too many bookings or suspensions anymore. So Twansby will miss our next Premier League game, which is away at Goodison Park. But speaking of Twansby, the first thing I want to talk about today is what I talked about in the last episode when I asked you guys to vote for our next captain here with Huddersfield Town. I threw it out to you guys. I gave you a choice between 5 as Billing and Moy are no longer in the first 11 on a regular basis, and Twansby did win as well. He won it by a clear margin too, and I'm absolutely delighted about that as well because I made Axel Twansby captain at the start of the season, but I thought I'd throw it out to you guys anyway, let you guys make the decision as I like getting you involved, but you've made the right call. Twansby will stay on as captain. I'm delighted about that because in my opinion he is the best choice for captain in this first 11. So Twansby stays on as captain. Thanks for your votes in the last episode. Axel, we still love you. You're still captain. So first game is indeed Paris Saint-Germain away in France, and what a game this is going to be as well. The third Champions League group stage game, and a match where you feel the host cannot afford to lose. We're currently 3 points ahead of them in the group. The team is very good. 4-3-3, trapping goal, but for Johnny, Jimenez, Kurt Zuma, and Kyle Walker at right back with Lars Bender, Krychowiak, and Verratti the captain as the midfield trio. And the front three is deadly as you would expect. Lucas on the right, Batshuayi their striker, and of course that man Neymar on the left-hand side. And as for our team, taking very little chance going to this game despite fitness reasons causing us a little bit of a sweat. 4-4-1-1, Hudson in goal, but for Jespersen, Keane, Twansby and Oli Barjo, with Sisto on the left, Malcolm on the right, and Amati and Keita. So much stamina through the middle of the park. Vitina the centre forward, and Moses our striker tonight. Lars Bender for PSG, and now Verratti on the ball. We're putting a lot of men behind the ball right now. Now, normally we like to play a pressing style, but at the moment we're sort of containing a little bit. And it is working so far, but I'm just a little bit worried if we invite too much pressure. That deadly front three will get inside. Like right now, Neymar, 1-0. And the Brazilian gives PSG the lead in a game they cannot afford to lose tonight. They turn to the most expensive man in football, and he produces a goal which was mandatory for Paris Saint-Germain tonight. They cannot afford to lose, and really, you feel they need to win. Already 3 points behind us in the table, and what a wonderful goal by Neymar. The former Barcelona and Santos man fires him in front. PSG 1, Huddersfield 0. Well, that will do it for the first half here in Paris. We are trailing by a goal. Not a classic in the first half, but that man Neymar providing a heroics for the hosts. They lead by 1. And with 45 minutes to go, as things stand, we're probably going to see all 3 teams, Paris Saint-Germain, Villarreal and Huddersfield, level on 6 points halfway through the group. The interception, but Krychowiak slides in to win it back. Now Batshuayi on the ball, turns Oli Barjo, through to Neymar, 2-0. It's just the second time Neymar has found space inside our area, but that's all he needs. He only needs a little bit of space and he'll punish you. For the most part, he defended really well tonight, but just 2 lapses of concentration and 2 moments for Neymar to show his brilliance. It's a great goal, it's 2-0, and Paris Saint-Germain are surely going to get the win. This has been a very, very frustrating night here in Paris. We've not played badly on defense, but 2 lapses of concentration have allowed Neymar to hit us both times. But for going forward, we've been very poor tonight. We've done absolutely nothing. Moses has been isolated for the most part. The service to him has been really poor. When he has had the ball, he's continuously lost possession. It's been a tough night. It's been a really, really tough night. Sisto finds Kachunga. Maybe a chance to get back in the game now. Kachunga storming down the right-hand side, looking for Keita. Finds him. Keita with the fake shot. In to Jack Grealish, who's through. Jack Grealish denied by Trapp. The only time we've been inside their area tonight. And what a stop by Kevin Trapp. And Moses has been frustrated tonight. Off he comes. You can tell by the reaction there. Puts his hands on his head. He knows this is a big, big game. And we just didn't get him the service. When we did, he just didn't perform. Still time for us to get back in the game. 18 minutes to go as Chaplin comes on. But we need a goal right now. Tuanzebe! Oh! That would have been a captain's goal there. I think it took a deflection. It did out for a corner. Axel Tuanzebe. Almost a brilliant goal. And Kachunga's shot also just over. And behind for a goal kick this time. Still 2-0. There's still time, but we need a goal right now. Jespersen to Keita. Lovely turn. And looks to play through Jack Grealish. And Grealish. And Jack Grealish into Connor Chaplin. They linked up for the goal against Villarreal. Chaplin! Oh, great save by Kevin Trapp. We're getting the chances now, but we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. It's a little bit too late. Well, that is going to do it then. It's back-to-back losses for the first time this season and huge defeats as well. First Liverpool in the Premier League as we drop to 2nd in the table, and now PSG in the 3rd game of the Champions League as well. A disappointing performance, a disappointing loss. And as I said during the game, you only need to give Neymar a little bit of space and he will punish you. That's exactly what happened. He only had 2 shots in the game, both on target, both from Neymar, and they both found the back of the net. A disappointing loss because we actually defended really well for the most part, but just 2 lapses of concentration. Neymar was in and Neymar punishes us. So man of the match will go to Neymar. Actually, I got the 2 assists, but Neymar scored the goals as Paris Saint-Germain claim a massive victory. And as Villarreal comfortably beat Guimaraes, you'll see the table on the screen right now. Through 3 games, 3 of the 4 teams have 6 points each. Halfway stage, it's so tight. Who's your money on? Who is going through? Most importantly though, who is going out? Moving swiftly on to the 2nd game for today then, it's now time for David Unsworth's Everton away at Goodison Park. This is the definition of a must-win game. Back-to-back losses, now dropping to 3rd in the Premier League table as well. We've got to come through and get a response here. Everton playing a 5-3-2, a really good team as well. Strong defence, decent midfield, and a deadly attack with Timo Werner partnering Willian Jose up top. And as for our Huddersfield team, we are back to our normal league lineup with just the 1 change. No Tuanzebe due to suspension, so Billing will fill in and take his captain's armband for the day as well. You guys might notice I forgot to change the ball. Sorry about that, so it's the Champions League ball we use and not the Premier League one. Regardless, 2nd game today, Everton at Goodison Park. This is a massive game. We need a response. We need a win.
Well, we've got a battle within the war today, haven't we, with the player can he track at his old teammates.
Yeah, and I think it's always an emotional time when you face your former club, so you just want to concentrate on doing himself justice.
And number 50, James McCarthy.
I know it's not the actual Champions League ball, by the way. I think Pez actually have the licensing for the Champions League ball because it's not in the game. So I used the Adidas one, which looks really, really nice. But also, you might have noticed it in the Everton lineup. There's no Sean Morris. I totally forgot. Sean Morris is not in the lineup. He's on the bench for Everton, which is very strange. I mean, maybe Farman is higher rated in the game. I don't know, but yeah, no Morris in the starting 11. They spend all that money on a new goalkeeper. He's on the bench. Pickford's not in the team either. So yeah, Farman right now keeping them both out of the team as Chamberlain tries his luck and fizzes a shot just over the bar. Well, I just checked. Actually, Farman is 85 rated, and of course Morris was 87 when we sold him. So very interesting. They've decided to keep Sean on the bench and Ralph in the starting 11. Here's Moses on the ball, cutting inside. Can he find space to let fly? He can, but Farm makes the save. But King turns in the rebound, and Bradley King gives us the lead as we go in front. A rebound goal will take it. Bradley with our opener, as Moses was denied by Farman, but Bradley was not to be denied. Very good brave header into the back of the net. 1-0 to Huddersfield. We need to respond and get the win today, and that's the perfect start. Interception by Malcolm, and now Keita on the ball. And Keita, a lovely through ball, releases Moses, and a great chance there for his second goal. He takes his time, he sets himself and fires the ball, not into the back of the net. And then Davis's rebound header goes straight to Farman again. Another big save by Farman. Well, I can see why Morris is on the bench right now. He's keeping Everton in this game. No goals for Naby Keita to start the season off here as well, but he's already got 1 assist, and some of the through balls he's playing are really nice as well. He's got a great passing game. And again, he'll try and release someone down the right-hand side now in Malcolm. I love his passing as Malcolm tries to find Vitinho. Brazilian bros linking up. Vitinho dinks it into Moses, and Alderweireld heads it behind for a corner. Still 1-0. These points should be wrapped up and in the bag right now, but we just can't seem to find that goal to surely secure it. And then that rebound header is saved and blocked and back to Farman. Still 1-0. If we don't win this game, we'll only have ourselves to blame. So many chances, but can't put this game to bed. And there it is, final score. Everton 0, Huddersfield 1. A huge response. We needed to return to winning ways, and we got a clean sheet as well. A big 3 points. We cut the gap between us and Spurs to spread to 3 points. That was a massive victory and a much needed one. And no doubt about it, we definitely deserved a win as well. Everton only had 1 shot in the game, and that came late on, which was blocked on the edge of the area. We definitely deserved the 3 points, no doubt about it. Should have scored more goals, but hey, I don't mind how we win the game so long as we do. We cut the gap at the top of the table. Bradley man of the match for scoring the winning goal. And Huddersfield Town back to winning ways after back-to-back defeats. Get in.
Well, you recognise him, I know, but he's definitely on view today. The top scorer in the league, and it's live.
Returning back home for our 3rd game today as we take on Bournemouth here at the Kirklees Stadium. Aims to make it back-to-back wins for the first time in a few games, and I believe we will as well. Same lineup as the one to beat Everton in the last game, with just the one change. Twanzi's suspension is over, so he returns back into the starting 11, takes the captain's armband of Billing, who drops to the bench. And as for the Bournemouth team, well, we still will be keeping a close eye on his career, and I'm glad he's in the starting 11 to face us in this game as well. Lorenzo Sala, who we sold to Eddie Howe's Bournemouth in the summer, is starting in the centre forward role today with Callum Clutch Wilson, the striker, as well. What a duo that's going to be. A really decent team, this one. This should be quite a tough test. Bournemouth at home, let's get the win, but that's going to be a really threatening attack to stop, especially as they have Junior Stanislas and Adnan Januzaj on the wings as well. A really good Bournemouth team. I tell you, man, every time we face Bournemouth, the games are normally really good. And the team that Eddie Howe is building in this game is a really, really fun one. As Twansby's header finds Bradley King, a game winner in the last game. Nice ball through. Vitinho, lovely first time knockoff. And then Moses fires it just wide. Chamberlain through to Malcolm. And Malcolm finds Vitinho to Moses, and the supporting run comes from Will Davis, and Davis spots Bradley King. He finds him a great through ball. Bradley for 2-in-2. Bradley shot blocked by Tyrone Mings, then gets it back and drills it. And what on earth happened there? The shot was blocked by Mings, but it went straight back to King, and King said, "Cheers for that, Tyrone. I'm going to make it 1-0. The shot was blocked, and then Mings, oh, he missed the ball. That's what happened. Tyrone Mings missed the ball, and Bradley took full advantage. 2-in-2 for King, but it's the easiest goal he'll ever score. 1-0, and I can't believe that. What a howler. That was an absolute howler there from the former Ipswich defender. Normally very good on FIFA. He's got height, he's got power, he's got strength, but that was really poor. Now Vitinho releases Moses, and this should be 2-0. Moses stops on the dime, takes his time, and finds the back of the net. Huddersfield 2, Bournemouth 0. A quick-fire double, and already you feel the game's beyond Bournemouth now. Bournemouth looks totally shell-shocked at the moment right now. We doubled our lead, and every time we come forward, we look like scoring again. Keita steps inside, finds Moses, already got 1 goal. Nice fake shot, nice through ball. Davis, the handsome man, holds it up. I'm waiting for the run. It will drop to Vitinho. 3-0. Oh no. Wide. Should have been 3-0. Let's keep this pressure on, lads. I want a 3rd goal here as Davis finds Vitinho. I'm going to try and thread it through to Moses. There we go. Moses. There is the 3rd goal. Moses with the finish. Huddersfield 3, Bournemouth 0. And the bros have linked up again. Vitinho to Moses Simon. I love this duo, man. I absolutely love them. Perfect through ball by Vitinho. And a great first time strike by Moses as well. I tell you, man, like Vitinho chips in with a few goals every season, but he knows his role in the centre forward role. He loves getting those assists. That's a player I can admire. And Moses gobbles up the chances left, right and centre. 3-0 to Huddersfield Town. And I mean, the points have been in the bag since our second goal, really. Bournemouth at the moment just unable to cope. Moses through to Sessegnon, and this could and really should be for Ryan. Sees Bradley in the area with the diving header. Perfectly weighted ball to him, and Bradley makes it 4. There may not be a hat-trick for Moses today, but Bradley gets another. Huddersfield 4, Bournemouth 0, and Bradley's got his second in the game and 3 in, so he's looking comfortable in that inside forward role. I'm liking him a lot. Sessegnon took his time, perfectly weighted dink, and Bradley King with a lovely diving header. 4-0, points in the bag, and again, we've known that for a while. That is going to do it then. Final score, 4-0 here at the Kirklees Stadium. We do return to winning ways at home after our last game here was the loss to Liverpool. No hat-trick for Moses or King, but 2 goals for each and a really good display. That was a fantastic victory. From start to finish, we were on top. Stats very similar to the Everton game, really, but this time we did score more goals. 12 shots, 9 on target, compared to 1 and 0. And for man of the match, it will be shared. King and Moses bagging 2 goals each. They were both fantastic, so hard to stop. And if we do ever play with 2 strikers up top, those 2 as a duo, they would be too hard to stop for any defence, man. They are just lights out when they get into the area. And so after the game as well, we've hit the 1st of November, so a chance for an academy update. And also 2 more player conversations. Once again, Mawson saying he wants to be sold, and Green wanting a loan away in January. Both of those things are probably going to happen, to be honest, to stop them complaining. But also, the ball coming to us regarding our youth development objective. Now, this is really interesting. Once again, they've said we need to make a 2.6 mil profit from youth player sales within 2 seasons, but we've done that, haven't we? We've done that with the sales we've had, but I don't know what's going on there. But an academy update. And you can see how the boys are currently getting on in the youth team. Dylan Morgan, 15-year-old Australian goalkeeper, potential looks absolutely fantastic. And Henry the Hoover Davis, look at this talent from Australia. Right midfield, left-footed player, technically so good already, just 16 years old, 65 rated, looks unbelievable. Zimmerman looking a little bit worse, where might release him, but definitely not going to release Schober. Can't wait till this Swedish centre-half turns 16. Van der Meer looks good. Gustafsson looks pretty decent as well, as does Lundin, as does Lindqvist. I mean, basically, everyone looks really, really, really good. It's just a great stacked academy right now. And speaking of the youth academy, in the last episode, I asked you guys to let me know where you think we should send our youth scouts out to next. Thank you to everyone for commenting in the last episode, giving me some suggestions. There were quite a lot of them as well. So, we're going to do just that. And the first scout, the first nation, I should say, you guys can vote for will be the Republic of Ireland. We've got an Irish scout, so the Republic of Ireland. I saw them comment quite a few times. So Ireland, the first nation in the poll. I also saw a comment for Switzerland as well. So Switzerland, the second nation you can vote for in the poll. Romania, I thought was quite an interesting choice. I don't think I've ever sent a scout to Romania before. So yeah, Romania, maybe the next Dan Petrescu could be signed for us. And since we've got a Northern Irish scout as well, why don't we do both island nations in the poll? So Northern Ireland for Keith Bath, perhaps they'll be the 4th and penultimate nation you guys can vote for in the poll in the top right. And also saw a couple of comments for this nation as well. Saudi Arabia, they'll be the 5th and final nation you guys can vote for. So as per normal, there is a poll in the top right of the video. Click on the little eye and go ahead and vote for one of those 5 nations. And don't forget that the top 3 of those 5 nations will win. And those 3 nations will be scouted, begin scouting in the very next episode. So yeah, vote in the top right, there's the poll, vote for the nation you want us to scout next, and the top 3 will be scouted in the next episode onwards. So if you want to take a look at Neymar's stats before our 4th and final game today, he's now a 94 rated winger. Physically absolutely fantastic, so quick, so agile, great balance as well, mentally very good too, and technically look at some of these stats that Neymar has, man. I always take a look at the guy because his finishes in that first game today were fantastic. He's got some unbelievable stats, man. Oh man, can you imagine having Neymar in this team? Like, our attack is that good right now. Can you imagine if we had Neymar in this team as well? My goodness, this guy's progressed into an absolute monster. So this is it then, 4th and final game of today's episode, and what a massive one as well. Guimar Reyes here in the 4th game of the Champions League group stage, and with the group so tight right now, we need to get back to winning ways in Europe and make it 3 wins in 3 in all competitions. So 4-4-1 for the game, but lots of changes due to fitness reasons. Hudson's in goal, back four of Jespersen, the Great Dane wearing the armband, Key and Noddy Barjo, with Sisto on the left, Kachunga on the right, and Marty and Cater in the middle, Grealish the centre forward, and someone asked me to give someone else a start up top instead of Moses. give someone else a chance. So Mounier is going to get a chance tonight, leading the line in this Huddersfield team. And to be honest, Moses has not started off too well this season in Europe. Only 1 goal so far. And Mounier last season was our top scorer in Europe as well. So maybe that change will turn out to be the right thing to do. But Guimaraes' team is a 4-2-3-1. And right now they've lost all 3 of their first Champions League games on course for the wooden spoon. So really, we should fancy our chances. But you never know. This could be quite a tricky test here at home. 4th game, Guimaraes. Let's get that win.
Here's a couple of players who you might keep a special eye out for today. Alan Smith's certainly going to do that.
I love watching this pair play. They haven't disappointed this season. They've been the most threatening players for me, for both their teams.
That was a ridiculous challenge. How that wasn't a booking, I've got no idea. But free kick here, and Pione Sisto is stood over. I'm going to go for goal with a Dane, see what I can do. It's not a bad effort. Oh, good save by Douglas. And cleared by Guimaraes there. Witsel will get it away, and an early escape for the Portuguese side. Sisto so close to opening the score in there early, but it's a free kick. I took it, so no surprise I didn't score. But here's Oscar bearing down on goal, and puts it wide. What a chance for the away side to go in front. Oscar running clear, but could not hit the target. Massive let-off. Corner for Guimaraes. They've started this game off with no fear. 15 minutes in, looking very threatening. Hudson punches away the delivery from Rafinha. It'll drop to Barber, who turns Jack Grealish and plays it inside to Tozer, who scored in the reverse fixture and scores tonight as well. This was not in the script. Huddersfield 0, Guimaraes 1, and that man Tozer has scored against us twice now. Rafinha down left-hand side and into Ramos. Oh, lovely 1-2, and Keane and Hudson combine for a massive block to prevent us from going 2 goals down. I've got to make some changes right now, I swear, because we made a lot of change heading into the game. And at the moment it's our downfall. We're still trailing by 1. And the Portuguese side are on top and looking threatening every time they go forward. Odi Barjo sends Mounier through. Steve, you're in the team tonight. What can you do? Mounier, 1-1. You told me to drop Moses for a game. Give someone else a chance. Steve Mounier got the chance, and Steve Mounier takes the chance. Our top scorer in Europe last year bails us out. Huddersfield 1, Guimaraes 1. This is going to be a very disappointing draw if we can't find a winning goal in this one. But to be fair to Guimaraes, they've been excellent tonight. I would not have expected this pre-game, hence my lineup, but they've been brilliant. This man in particular has been great as well, but Rafinha's pass is poor there, and we'll get the danger away. We've just not played well enough tonight, and the Portuguese side have really stunned us as Odi Barjo finds Kachunga through to Aaron Moy off the bench. And he'll crossfield out wide towards Jespersen. Still 28 minutes to go, still time, but we need a winning goal here. Amati to Grealish, and Grealish looks for Moy and finds him, and Aaron Moy to Mounier. Yes! Get in! Steve Mounier gets his 2nd of the game and fires us in front, and my word did we need this. Huddersfield 2, Guimaraes 1, and you told me to give someone else a chance. I've done so. Steve Mounier got the chance, and I'm so glad I gave it to him. Moy off the bench, lovely through ball, and Mounier with a finish. Huddersfield in front. Whew, take a deep breath, get in. He was our top scorer in Europe last season. He must have been so disappointed to not be playing against either Villarreal or Paris Saint-Germain. But I put him back in the team for this game against Guimaraes, and what a big decision. Here's Oscar though. Oh! I mean, I tipped my imaginary hat to this Guimaraes team. It's 2-2. They've been brilliant tonight, and they deserve this. 2-2. What a goal! This has been an absolutely brilliant game from Guimaraes. They've been great tonight, and what a goal by Oscar. There's nothing that Hudson could have done about either of the goals tonight. And Steve, we need you to put the ball in the back of the net again, mate, because we can't defend against this side. 2-2. What a thriller this has been to end today's episode off. As Edwards gives it to Mounier, and Mounier gives it back. Marcus Edwards just off the bench here, holds his man off by Steve Mounier. Oh, yes! Steve Mounier's done it again. Huddersfield 3, Guimaraes 2. Oh, Stevie, you're our European striker. I should have known from last season. Almost there, lads. Almost there. We've made hard work of this tonight. But Steve Mounier's hat-trick has surely going to give us the 3 points. Grealish to Mounier, and this could and should be 4, and it is. Steve Mounier, Huddersfield's hero, has wrapped the points up, and we're going to claim a massive win on match day 4. Sisto to Mounier. Oh, he wanted his 5th, but Douglas makes the save and turns behind for another one. Can I get him the 5th goal? I'll aim for him again, and it goes this time to Amati. No, there's the 5th. But it'll be Daniel Amati that gets it. Amati with the header. 5-2 Huddersfield, and that's it. All but confirmed now. We're getting the win, and that'll keep us in the top 2. Well, that was, without question, one of the games of the season. What a fantastic match that was, and to be fair to Guimarães, they may leave with the wooden spoon. It's looking almost definitely likely now, but that was a brilliant performance from the Portuguese side. Clap them off the pitch. That was a great game. They were really good tonight, really good. But the one thing they were missing, our striker up top, Steve Mounier, scoring 4 of our 5 goals. Amati scored as well, I believe, just his 2nd goal for the club as well, and the first of the season. So a big win and a needed win, a necessary win, and no surprise for man of the match. Steve Mounier scoring 4 goals, getting a perfect 10. That was something special. You know, you asked me to give someone else a chance, I did. And that was a brilliant display from our big boy up top. So that will end today's episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode, guys. I need to take a deep breath and have a lie down after that thriller to end on. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And don't forget to vote for the next nation we scout in the top right. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.